हरिः कन्ना।
before we look before we go into the another module of intuitive EDA for you course, that's exploring a sample and population. This is the module we are going to do. Before we jump into this module, sample and population, I would like you to remind you where we are in this course. So if I make things simple, so we are in uh, a broad course known as Intuitive Statistics for you. In that course, the first section in this course is Intuitive EDA for you. That's Exploratory Data Analysis for you. In that, the first subpart we are dealing, that's a descriptive, that one is Introduction to Statistics. So far what all module we have seen was we have looked into uh, variables, different types of variables, data types, and levels of measurements. So this is what we have seen. Okay, variables and data types module, then levels of measurement, after the levels of measurement, and the fourth module in this first section of exploratory data analysis, that's intuitive EDA for you course, we will be looking into is a population and a sample. Okay, so then after this we will get into descriptive statistics. So introduction to statistics and descriptive statistics both comes under exploratory data analysis, and after that we have intuitive sampling methods for you course, then intuitive inferential statistics for you course, and then intuitive probability for you course. So these are all total four courses which comes under intuitive statistics for you course, but at this moment we are dealing with intuitive EDA for you course. Okay, in that we are in fourth module of introducing statistics. Okay, so let's discuss about the population and sample. So the concept of population versus a sample, or a population and sample, is important for every researcher to comprehend. Understanding the difference between a given population and a sample is easy. You must remember one fundamental law of statistics. A sample is always a smaller group or subset within the population. In market research and the statistics, every study has an essential inquiry at hand, observation and experiment of a population. So sample size determine the inquiry's result. It is done to derive insights that explain a phenomenon within the whole population. So now let's see the difference. What are the major differences between the population and samples? First, let's see population. So population is the measurable quality is called the measurable quality is called a parameter. In population, the measurable qualities or attributes are known as a parameter, and then the population is a complete set. It consists of complete data, all observations or records that has been recorded by the researcher or surveyor. Then reports are a true representation of opinion, because everything will be put in this population. And the final one, it contains all members of a specified group. So this is all about the population. On other side, if you see a sample, the sample, so here the measurable quality is called a statistics. The measurable quality or an attribute is called as a statistic. In population we call it as a parameter. A parameter. In sample we call it as a statistic. Always remember that. Always keep in your mind that a measurable quality in population is, when you're dealing with a population, is called a parameter. When it comes to a sample, for example, if you take the mean of population, that is known as a parameter. If you take the mean of a sample from the mean of the sample which is taken from the same population, and that mean is known as a statistic. Okay, so that's the difference between, even the standard deviation of population is a parameter, standard deviation of a sample which is taken from that population is a statistic. So the sample is a subset of the population. Reports have a margin of error and confidence interval, because when it comes to a sample, obviously you will have the reports that come from sample will have a margin of error and confidence interval, because that does not represent the true opinion of actual survey or actual research. Because why? Because you haven't considered all the observations or recorded that you have recorded during the survey or research. So that's the reason the reports will have a margin of error and confidence interval, and it's a subset that represents the entire population. The most important thing, so we will consider a sample as, we'll take a sample in such a way that this subset of sample that represents this sample subset represents the entire population. So these are the major differences between a population and a sample.